What's going on, guys? So this little piece of news is not really that new, but I wanted to wait and see which way they were going to go with it before they did anything. And it seems like now is a good time to talk about it. Johnny Depp, the guy who molded the entire Pirates of the Caribbean franchise into what it is, is no longer going to be in it. He's gone. The only thing I can say is, I don't care that they want to put a female in place. I do care about the idea that Hollywood is gonna fuck this up. Okay? I'm not saying there isn't any good female leads out there. You just have to remember Johnny Depp's shoes are huge to fill. And there is no reason for Hollywood to play carelessly with this. And I know it's a Disney thing. Disney, I mean the same to you too. Don't play careless with this, because this one movie could break the entire fucking franchise, because everyone knows Jack Sparrow. He is a recognizable face, and he's known. You feel what I'm saying? And he's known for making those movies really, really good. So whoever you get, I don't care who it is, you put them through the fucking ringer. You put them as in birth by baptismal by fire. You feel what I'm saying? You put the pressure on these motherfuckers. You bring the best out of the motherfucker. Because if you don't, believe me, the blowback will be worse than it was for fucking Ghostbusters. Okay? Pirates of the Caribbean is something that a lot of people love, myself included. I don't care if you want to replace one of the people. Hell, it's a reboot. That's what you're supposed to do. What I care about is the legacy the movies hold. Okay? They hold a special place with everybody. Okay? Because it came out at the perfect time when all things were pirates and this, and it just fit well. It went well. Okay? The part that worries me is that you're going to get people like who were in the Ghostbusters, who don't really have a credible rap sheet when it comes to that kind of performance. I'm sorry, Ghostbusters, you could have had a stellar cast. Look at Girls Trip. Seriously, look at Girls Trip. If you want a four great women comedians doing just that, Girls Trip. That is exactly how Ghostbusters should have went, with that kind of that kind of high profile with those ladies. That's how Ghostbusters should have went. Ghostbusters was a train wreck. You either knew these people or you didn't have any clue who any of these motherfuckers were. And when you found out about them, you were like, fuck. You feel what I'm saying? Because I don't know about you, but if I see a movie I want to go see and I don't know anything about the person in there, I kind of research and then go find a movie to watch with them, and I make my judgment off of that. So, again, I'm not worried about the fact they want to make it with a female. I'm worried about the fact they will Ghostbusters this shit. Okay? Again, Ghostbusters could have been a magnificent work of art. Fucking incredible love letter to the fans, saying, hey, yes, we're having females, but we're getting the cream of the crop. They went with the dirtiest of the dirt is what they did. I'm not taking any credibility away from any of these people. If you find their sense of shit funny, enjoy. But obviously, not a hell of a lot of people do. So, that's why I say that. They should have went for the cream of the crop. The best of the best. I haven't really seen anything with that one lady from SNL, the loud one. I haven't seen shit with her in it. Like, what the fuck qualified her to be in this movie? What made you think she has credibility to be funny? Because she's on SNL? Okay, but so is Kenan Thompson. But he's not funny without Kel Mitchell. Feel what I'm saying? He's funnier with Kel Mitchell. That made his career. You feel what I'm saying? Certain people need help just because they shine really bright in certain movies. Look at those movies. Like, look at Matthew McConaughey. Matthew McConaughey is a terrible fucking actor, but he keeps getting these high profile acting movies. You know the one passable movie he has? The one passable movie that nobody argues? Dazed and Confused. Nobody argues that. No one's like, "No, man, Matthew McConaughey was a fucking terrible actor." Nobody argues that. You know why? Because he wasn't the main focal point. He wasn't out front center. He did the best creepy fucking dude he could be, but again, he wasn't the main focal point. He had A-list celebrities. Ben Affleck, what is her name? Mila Jovovich? No, what the fuck is her name? The Resident Evil main character lady, she was in that. Along with Levitz, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, I swear is in it, although I could be having his name wrong. But the point I'm making here is he's good in that movie, so people think he's gonna be good in other things, and that's just not the case. Same thing goes for George Clooney. George Clooney can't act to save his life. He has gone on 2 separate occasions publicly apologizing for his Batman movie. Not only that, the only thing passable with him in it is a fucking television show called ER. Just saying, he's a high-profile actor whose passable work isn't even from 2-hour films. He even apologized for one of them. That's how bad they are. You feel what I'm saying? Their filmography is terrible. So don't take any low-end, high-quality actors like that because they were in shit where they weren't the main focal point or they had help being that focal point, being that main interest. Don't take people like that. Go get you some people who have a credible rap sheet of them being the main person and them being good. Like, do that. So please don't mess up Pirates of the Caribbean. For those of us who like Pirates of the Caribbean, make it better and make sure the person you get in the lead role should be there. Okay, that's it. That's all I'm going to say. I don't give a fuck about if it's a guy or a girl. Johnny Depp was just the right person to do it at the right time. He makes amazing shit every time he does something. It's like number one almost every single time. And I would be worried if it was me going in for an audition for a movie like Pirates of the Caribbean reboot. My biggest concern would be, how do I make sure this legacy, this franchise that Johnny Depp helped build into what it is now, how do I keep that going? How do I keep that momentum? Because I don't want to be the reason why it crashes, crumbles, and burns. Nobody wants to be that. Which is why George Clooney apologized for Batman. Batman was basically ruined by Batman and Robin. Nobody likes that movie. I have a copy of it because I have everything Batman, DVD, Blu-ray, whatever you want to call it. I have all of them, but Batman and Robin is not open. It is still sealed. I refuse to even look at that damn movie. It's so bad. So, I should just tell you, George Clooney went and apologized because that's the worst one to date. That's the worst Batman ever with his name on it. You might personally think you don't like Val Kilmer. Cool, but Val Kilmer has never been required to apologize for his role. George Clooney has been asked to by millions. So, whoever y'all get, male, female, whichever way you want to go, make sure they are a high tier person with a rap sheet. And when I say rap sheet, I mean filmography. That's just what I call it. And the rap sheet is credibility for them and the work they did on those projects. Make sure that's what you go for. Because I'm telling you right now, if you go for one of these low-end comedians, you're gonna really be upset with the outcome. Because if fans don't like it, you can bet there will never be another Pirates movie. I don't care how good or how bad the person is. If this movie fails, the franchise dies. And that's as simple as I can put it. So don't go out there and get one of these dumbass people with, oh, well, they're fixing the pop sensation. Get somebody who can really be that, that one, okay? So do that, and I promise we'll make it continue forever. But if you get really sour, low quality people behind and making this, you're not going to see what you want. Anyway, I'm out this bitch.